Hello and welcome to Southampton Vampire by Night's guide to the Mind's Eye Theatre rules. In this video, we'll be looking at the science skill. Before I carry on with the video, I must make a small disclaimer. If any of the rules I discuss in this video contradict with the rules found with the Mind's Eye Theatre rulebook or an official FAQ, please adhere to these rules and not the ones discussed in this video. This video has been created from our point of view and interpretation of the rules and is not a sanctioned or official source of information. The science skill is used to represent your character's knowledge and understanding of the universe and how it relates to the world in which you exist. By categorizing and breaking down the world into its many different forms using logic and reasoning. By having no points invested in the science skill, your character is blissfully ignorant of how things work and how they came to be. You have a basic understanding of things, like guns use gunpowder, but what elements and materials that are used to make the powder is beyond you. This also means that when something breaks or functions incorrectly, you would be hard pushed to know why. For example, you would not hesitate to fire a gun underwater and be baffled as to why it did not function or why the bullet bounced off your target. By investing points in the science skill, you open up endless possibilities. But due to the subject matter being so big, we are talking about the understanding of the universe here, you need to select your field of focus. This field of focus could be biology, chemistry, physics, metallurgy, engineering, mathematics, geology, botany, plus many, many more. After you have selected your field, when you invest further points into the science skill, you can then choose to increase your knowledge, or test pool, in one of your already selected fields of focus, or select a new one to add to your overall science knowledge. For example, you could have selected chemistry and physics as your field of focus, so you would know that a gun fired in water would act differently than when fired in air. The system effect for the science skill is as follows. A character receives one extra downtime action for their science focus. This can be used to carry out research or study in that focus. If a character has multiple fields of study, then they get an extra downtime action for each of these, but the action must be used for that science focus. For example, if I had two fields of focus, chemistry and physics, I would get 2 extra downtime actions, and one must be used for chemistry and the second one for physics. I could not spend them both on physics, for example. An example of the science skill could be as follows. The sheriff is carrying out their checks of the court when they come across a room with a broken lock, next to the private meeting room the prince and the Primogen Council are currently in. They reach out to open the door when a shout comes from a member of court from behind them. Stop! The sheriff pauses and looks towards the kindred. The kindred inhales deeply through their nose and says, "Can you not smell that?" "Yes, I can smell piss and petrol. What of it?" The kindred calmly says, "What you are smelling, sir, are 2 common elements used to make an IED. Ammonium nitrate and petrol." The sheriff looks puzzled. "What you are smelling is a bomb, sir." The kindred points to the base of the door, and there is some clear crystal powder there. They reach down and take a small sample onto their fingernail. This is ammonium nitrate and has no place or function in an office building. The sheriff nods, steps away from the door, and then they quickly move to the prince's location and start to evacuate the building. The system effect for what happened in this example is that all players near to the door that had the science skill with a focus in chemistry could make a static challenge with the storyteller to determine if they received some information. One of the members of court had this focus and won the challenge and was informed that they could smell ammonium nitrate and petrol coming from behind the door the sheriff was approaching. These are two ingredients used to make a bomb and are commonly used in mining blasting. Southampton Vampire by Night would highly recommend that you invest some points in the science skill if you want to be able to solve problems and issues that other members of court can't. You will find by having this skill, you may get challenges that only you can participate in due to your focus, and so have an opportunity to change events and their outcome. It's also a fantastic roleplay tool as well, as you can explain and find solutions for problems that other characters can't. This can lead to some great roleplay moments as you explain or demonstrate something to others. A good storyteller will be aware of what science skills and focuses are available within their player base and tailor events at their court to allow these players to get involved. This skill is a fantastic way for you as a ref to organically filter information into the game by allowing your players with the science to explain it. I would like to take a moment to say from my experience within Vampire Larp, science is an underrated and underused skill. It is normally used for downtime actions for players trying to create something, normally to blow something up. I think storytellers are missing an opportunity to make players feel special and give them situations to which they can control the outcome. The example used earlier could have gone much differently if the player, after realising what was about to happen, said nothing to the sheriff, but instead nodded in the direction of fractious element in court, indicating that they know what was about to happen, but are choosing to say nothing. Storytellers should be looking for both tools and means to get active engagement from their players, and this small challenge and description could give players tons of roleplay possibilities. I always like to encourage players to invest points in skills like science, performance, craft, academics, medicine, occult and law, as these skills will help storytellers give you game. They are all enabling skills that enable players to get involved in things that others can't, and so give opportunity for unique and personal story. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Before I go, I want to pose a question to the Southampton Vampire by Night community. How would you implement the science skill within your game? Or how would you like to see the science skills used in a game? On that note, if you found this video informative and you've liked it, please don't hesitate to subscribe and click that little bell icon below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.